Alright guys, welcome back to the next video on the channel, and today what we're going to be going over is the Ultra League rankings for Pokemon in the Ultra League. The reason we're doing this is currently they have two cups out in Pokemon Go for PvP. That is the Ultra League and the Spring Cup Great League Edition. Now we do have some Great League Pokemon, but I don't believe they are the best for this cup. Same for the Master League, we do have Pokemon for that, and we are going to be looking at investing into more Pokemon for this in the future. But right now we have nothing for the Ultra League. So we're going to go through the list of PvP rankings and then go to the phone and see if we can add any of these to our team to make it better. So let's go straight into obviously the rankings. We do have Registeel with Lock On, Focus Blast and Zap Cannon. We have Feraligatr Shadow with Shadow Claw, Hydro Cannon and Ice Beam. Then we have Giratina in its altered form with Shadow Claw, Dragon Claw, and Shadow Sneak. Number 4, we have Poliwrath with Counter, Icy Wind, and Scold. And then we do have, as number 5, Zygarde complete form with Dragon Tail, Crunch, and Earthquake. So, let's look at some of these Pokemon in our team. Let me just start recording my screen here. We need to look at Registeel. Have we got any that are even, if I can spell, that are even near the 2,500, which I definitely don't think we do. So Registeel for us is currently out. Feraligatr, I don't believe we've got any of them either. They are all pretty low. We do have a 100%, but it has a Hydro Pump. So we would need to get Hydro Cannon on that. And then also use, give it Ice Beam, which is not a problem. You can give it a new attack really easily. Giratina. Sorry guys, I do still have a cold. I thought it'd gone, but it seems to have come back, unfortunately. We do not want the origin form, we want the altered form. Now that would have been a good one because it is a 100%, but it is too far on the CP already. This isn't a too bad one. It does have Shadow Sneak and Shadow Claw already, so we would need to give it Dragon Claw as another charge move, but we have no rare candies yet. So to give it this, we can't even do that with RXL candies. Moving on to Poliwrath. Now, this one is a lot easier to deal with because we have had a calm day recently. So what we need to have is Counter, Icy Wind, and Scold. So we do have Counter, Hydro Pump, and we can give it, obviously, more moves in for what we need. Let's see how close it gets to 2,500 here. 2,493. Okay, let's see if we can get anyone closer to 2,500. 2,497. That has Counter and Scold as well. So we just need to give it Icy Wind. So that isn't a bad set to go off. It's got lower on attack as well, which is what we kind of need. What about, oh, this one's got Power Up Punch, so we can't deal with that one. We can deal with this one though. What's this one got? Not worth it. So I think we're going to stick with this one here. It has relatively good IVs for PvP. Obviously, it needs to be less attack and more defense and HP. But we're going to invest into this Pokemon right here. 2,497. And what we're going to do once we do invest in a team, we will go into the Ultra League and see what we can do. Obviously, we'll do Ultra League here. And then we do need to give it another attack as well. So it does need Icy Wind. So let's just use this and see what we get on it. Dynamic Punch. That isn't good enough. So let's change that up here. Alright guys, so we have got our Poliwrath here at 2,497 with the Ultra League tag, and then it has Counter, Scold, and Icy Wind, just as the PvP rankings suggest. Obviously, it does say XL, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. We're nowhere near worrying about if a Pokemon's XL or not. Now, we do have Feraligatrs to look at as well. I think this is the first time I've ever looked at using my Stardust this way. Like, we're on 2.9 million now, which I never normally do. We do need to find one for Feraligatr. You know what, no, we've got a Feraligatr for Great League. I don't really want to keep using the same Pokemon. So let's look at a Mandibuzz. We don't have any of them. Mandibuzz. We might not have anything to do with that. So we do have 2 Vullabies. Okay. Not great IVs for PvP at all. We can evolve one. What moves do we need? We need Snarl. We need Dark Pulse and Aerial Ace. Okay. So let's evolve our Vullaby here. Actually, how much will it take to get to 2,500? Near enough everything. Okay, we might have to leave that one out. Let's go to Pidgey. We do have a lot of Pidgey, so this should be okay. I'm trying to think of the best IVs we can take into PvP. That's not a bad one. Doesn't have Wing Attack. I don't actually think any of our Pidgeots have Wing Attack. Wing Attack is a legacy move, so I wouldn't be surprised if none of mine have it. Oh, so that's another Pokemon we can't use currently. Okay. Basically, anything we see with a legacy move, we are going to be stuck behind. I don't really want to keep using my Elite TMs on this yet, especially when it's unproven. Let's look at Swampert. We use Swampert quite a lot though. Guzzlord's number 19. I know we have some of them. So, and we need Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw, and Crunch. We have not enough candy for that either. See, our account is not stacked for doing PvP. We're more just for playing the game normally. Annihilape is here. Now, we do have an Annihilape. Which has counter and has low sweep. So we could actually do a Annihilate. What IVs are shocking. Oh, that's a thingy one, that's why. Okay, that's a bit better. It's not the greatest of IVs, but I'll take it for now. It has counter, which is good. Doesn't have Shadow Ball, so we will give this a new move. It did get Shadow Ball, even better. Then this needs to be 2,500 or as close as possible. So we'll put this as Ultra League. We will go into a fight with this as well, as I do want to try this team out. So I'll bring you back in a second once we get Ice Punch on Annihilape here. Alright guys, and we are back. So as you can see here, we do have our counter, Ice Punch and Shadow Ball Annihilape. However, we do now have 2 Pokemon that are fighting types, which isn't great. So we could do with using a different Pokemon here. Now, apparently, a really good one is Skeldirge. Now, I only have one of these. And it's not the greatest. Show Evolutionary Line. I do have a lot of Fuecocos. So let's go through and try and find one that has good IVs for PvP. And we might not have one, but at least we can try and see it before we power up another Mon. Okay, we don't have it. So for Skeldirge, you need Disarming Voice, Shadow Ball, and Incinerate. So let's definitely give it a new charge attack. Then we need to get it as close to 2,500 as we can without using any... Oof, that's not great. It's 100 CP behind. It's not great at all. It's 40 CP. You know what? We try it. If it doesn't work, we can choose a different Pokemon in the future. So then we need to give it, instead of Crunch, we need to give it Shadow Ball. So give me 2 seconds and then we'll go into a fight with this team. Alright guys, so we are back. And as you can see here, we have got our team that we have just made. Hopefully it'll do well. I think Skeldirge is a little bit underleveled. Obviously we can't do anything about that. But hopefully we will get a lot more not XL candy, rare candy from doing this, and hopefully we'll be able to get more Pokemon in the future. Obviously, we do have a lot of Stardust invested in PvP now. So I do kind of want to potentially try and get a better team going for the future. I reckon it's going to be Blast Burn, not a flying type move. Ooh, Dragon Claw. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Obstagoon. Okay. That's a weird one to change to be honest. I thought it'd be a different change there. And we should near enough be able to use Icy Wind straight away. Now we do still have our swap here. So if we do have our Icy Wind, which we don't have yet, but we do now. Let's use this and hopefully he'll use a shield. If he does, we are golden. Oh, he did as well. That's a bad move by him. I don't mind if Poliwrath goes down. We do have 2 Pokemon left. One being a fighting type as well. So, oh, that did nothing. Okay. Sorry about the clock in the background. I am currently staying in on holiday, so this is not in my control, basically. Anytime that it will cause a problem, I will try and mute it. But, well, I can't. We will just carry on. What I am hoping for, though, is when we go to Annihilape here, he goes to Charizard, yep. Easy. Obviously, this is now a very easy fight because we shouldn't take that much damage because he'll have Blast Burn, he'll have Dragon Claw, which shouldn't do that much damage either way. Yeah. But we have Disarming Voice, which should do a lot. And he has no shields left, so this should be an easy victory. Oh, it didn't do that much, actually. I thought it would have done more than that. But it should be dead now. I keep forgetting that... I thought it would have done more than that, to be honest. Just because of its attack power in general. It's not the greatest, but I thought it would have done more than that tiny sliver of HP. Obviously, Charizard doesn't get the Dragon typing until much, like... Oh, we could die here. It depends on what move it used. If it's Shadow Ball, or we're dead. If that is the case. It was not. It was Superpower, and that was an easy victory. I will take it. Now, we do need to worry about... We don't have anything for... Well, to be honest, much typings in this league. So we could come up against a team that could absolutely body this. So in the future, we need to try and make a more diverse team. So let's get straight into the second battle here, and hopefully we do better than we did before. We did win that one, but it was bad play on my part. I shouldn't have swapped out too soon anyway. Excadrill, that's not a bad start because he'll either swap out really quickly because we are super effective. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go to Skeldirge. We're now super effective again. We will... Oh, never mind. We won that fight without even trying. He mustn't have had a answer to a fire type, or both his Pokemon were weak to fighting types after that. So let's go into our third battle. Like I said on the channel in a recent announcement, we are trying to make these videos a bit longer, but there will be short content around it as well. I did forget to mention the short content on our announcement video for the schedule, but short content will be every day, so that's why it's not in there. We are not going to do well against this Scramble in the slightest. It's a fairy type as well, so it's not like we can do a lot of damage either. we'll shield it and see what move it's got, because I've not versed one of these in the Ultra League yet. Crunch wouldn't have done that much, to be honest. So that might have been a mistake. But we're now banking on everything having, not a weakness to fighting, but... Okay. Yeah, we have a problem. I think this might be our first loss with this team. To be honest, I don't have really an answer to this Swampert. So, if we can't swap out soon, we kind of die. Yeah. Okay. We're in a bad place. I will take out the Poliwrath here. Just because it does have, obviously it has Icy Wind, which probably won't do a lot, but it'll do something. Annihilape probably won't be the best Pokemon to bring in. If we can get one more... No. It is going to use Earthquake here and will kill us in one go. So I think we've lost this. Oh, I thought it would have killed us faster than that. Okay, so we are using Scold. We're in such a bad position. Oh, maybe not. That is perfect, actually. It depends on what Pokemon comes out. Oh. Yeah, we die. We just die here. It either uses Grass Knot or... can't remember what the second move called. Future Sight? Oh. Okay. Now, obviously, we know we aren't killing with this. He also might have a shield left. I don't know. It doesn't. Okay. But we die anyway. That wasn't a bad ending. I thought we'd do a lot worse than that, to be honest. That Scold that hit the Gramble and then taking down the Swampert as well, who was trying to gain too much energy there to move on. So basically, had a charge move straight away. Let's do one more. Obviously, that one was a major type advantage against us. So hopefully this won't be the same. But there is so much more Pokemon we could look at. We could look at Staraptor, Venusaur, we can look at Zekrom, we can look at Charizard ourselves. Primarina. Okay. Fairy type and water. Why is everything super effective against us? Okay, well we've lost this because there's just nothing we can do to that. Primarina might be a good Pokemon to take in. Apparently Skarmory is a good Pokemon too. I'm actually going to leave that episode here. We did unfortunately lose 2. I think we won 2 as well, which isn't a bad lot. But we will be doing more and more of this in the future. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is there anything you'd like to share about the overlay, things like that? Let me know to make it better. Any Pokemon you suggest, I will look into and hopefully have the right candy for. And also, please subscribe to the channel if you are new, as I am trying to get 1,000 by the end of the year, and all your support does help. And I'll speak to you all in the next one.